Okay, I see the new title. There it goes. I see you.
Oh, do you see? Am I on here? I'm there. I'm live.
You're on.
I'm live. Okay.
Oh, look at the little Yoda.
Yeah, it's our little baby Yoda. I've been wanting to use it. It's a little night light. I don't know if you can see it. It's like changing color. Or is it changing color? Maybe I don't have it on that setting.
It's kind of hard to see because it's like, I think there's... Are you near a window or something?
I got a light on me, so that's why you can't really see it. I have to turn off the light so you can see it, but it's whatever. Isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's cute.
He's adorable. He's my baby Yoda. Okay, I have... Oh, what's up? What's up? I'm live, and if you're just tuning in and you're just watching this, I just want to say hello to you. I am Cloudy Girl. I got my special guest with me, my special guest, Japan Shenanigans, straight from Tokyo.
Yay.
Ohio.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu. And I just completed my 30-day challenge of jumping rope for 30 days for 10 minutes. And yay, right? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great?
You need that sound effect of pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, little, no. I'm just kidding. She got all excited. She's going to start freaking out. She thought it was a little baby cry. So, since I did that, right, this is my afterthoughts live stream, and I'm going to tell you what happened, what I went through. I was already a guest on Japan Shenanigans, and she did hers, and she completed her 30-day. Yay. That was great. And you have a new jump rope now.
Yes, I do. I'm not doing it on camera, but I don't know. I might one day. But for now, it's just on my...
Oh wait, did I screw up the voice? Say something.
Oh, was I cutting out?
Yeah, you were, but I probably screwed it up. I tried to make it louder, and I probably turned it down. I got you. I got you hooked up. You're hooked up on the towers, on the twin towers of crystals, the Superman Fortress of Solitude.
Oh, is that what that is? Does it light up when I talk?
It lights up when you're speaking. Yeah, if you speak loud enough, yeah, it'll just like it'll and I can control how much light happens. I used to use it for my chiptune shows that I would do, my online shows. And I always like to have like a crazy speaker that lights up because it looks really cool.
And wow.
Yeah, and so anyway, I have a beverage. This is my Miller. It's Miller time. Look how little.
Oh my god! It's like a baby bottle.
It's like a little baby, for like a baby Yoda, a little baby. I got my Corona bottle opener thing. It's not for real, or is it real?
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. It says Corona on it. I was thinking it was a knockoff because I got it from a knockoff store, but apparently it was legit. I'm not good at opening.
Oh, it's just a really good knockoff.
No, I think it's just all torn off though, the label. It's seen better days. It's all torn up. Oh, it says Borona.
It says Borona.
It doesn't say Corona. I thought I saw a C. I was like, wow, it's legit from the 99-cent store. That's crazy.
Ew.
No,
they just faked the font and the layout.
Yeah, they made it look so real. Like I could have been fooled right there. I could have been scammed, thinking it was the real deal. My Borona. So, okay, let me tell you about it. I've already tried this challenge once before, and I got so close. I failed. I didn't complete it. I think I got to 27, day 26, or something like that.
You got that far?
Yeah, I didn't have that much left. But it was not I wasn't doing it daily, and I was doing it sporadically, and it just made it harder every time I did it. I didn't have a rhythm and a flow. I had to like start over again because 3 days would pass, 4 days would pass. It was that kind of a thing. It wasn't like a regular thing.
Yeah,
And
that was my thing the first time. Like
that
I had way too much time to do it.
it does not work when you try it that way, because it's like you lose interest, you lose, the hope is gone. Like you're just not into it anymore, and it's hard to get it back. So I find doing it daily, like I was doing what you were doing. I was going at lunchtime every day in the garage, and taking the weekend off to recover, because towards the end I started getting shin splints. So I guess I was getting a little too into it towards the end. But the very first day was hard, dude.
The first day, so
The first
for
day.
me, like the first day, I mean, I had to push myself through, but it wasn't. It was like the second, third, fourth day when the soreness kicked in.
Yeah, the soreness happens right away. Like after the very first day for me, I was already like sore, and I woke up like Frankenstein getting out of the bed. Like every step was like really hard to move the legs and bend the knee and stuff. It was just really hard. The soreness hit me quick. It hit you like in a couple days after.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the second day I felt kind of sore, but not too terrible. Yeah, I think, yeah, by the third or fourth day, it was like I was doing the Frankenstein walk too.
Why does it say low battery? This thing better not screw up on me, man. It better not fuck up because I have it plugged in. This old iPod that I'm using for your voice wants me to update and do all these things that I have not done because it's been pausado in Spanish. That means like I've put it away in storage. Like it's just been there in a little box waiting for me to use it. And I don't update it.
How old is it? Can you update it? Because I still have my iPhone 4S. It's basically just an alarm clock now.
It's just one model below the one that I use right now. So it's really not that old of an iPod. Like it's got all the same shit in it.
Okay.
So
because my iPhone 4, like there's no more updates for it. They quit supporting it. So.
Yeah, we have one of those, and it's kind of a paperweight now. It can't even handle any apps anymore. I pass that along to my brother.
Like I said, it's my alarm clock.
Yeah,
and,
it's
I
good
can
for
use like the built-in apps if I need like a timer.
It's good for other uses. You could use it for other stuff. It's really not completely dead. And you can put music in it, which is the whole purpose of it. But no one does that anymore. If you have an iTouch, I know I don't do it. I just stream Spotify. I stream radio channels and stuff like that. I watch YouTube. So I don't even put music in the iPod like you're supposed to.
Yeah, I had to get like a whole MP3 player because like most phones don't have enough memory, even the ones with big memory.
That too.
I just have too much music.
That too. It's never, you never have enough room. And then of course it fills up the storage with the other. It just fills up your whole thing, and then you have to reset it all over again.
Yeah, all the system updates.
Yeah, that's just a pain in the ass. So anyway.
Why don't you just use the cloud? That's because you always need a good signal. Like I want my music uninterrupted whenever, wherever.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I did not put the chat. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to put a chat on there. I don't know if anybody's wanting to. Is anybody even watching this?
Chat, and there's nothing I can.
You see it on Twitch, right?
Yeah, I'm watching on Twitch. Like I see, like it sent out your announcement saying you're live on air.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, if somebody says something, I'll let you know. I'll read it.
I think I turned it on, but ain't nobody watching. I think I finally got the notification thing on Twitch working, because I've been watching your streams when you're live. It'll give me a little message, a notification, like I like it to do, and I had to turn it off for everybody else I'm following because I don't really want to see them. I just put it for you, and then I just have a couple of people that I put it for. And I'm like, yeah. But anyway, okay, so back to the jumping. Yeah. The first day was the hardest for me, and especially because I was sharing space in the garage with a coworker who he was also working out on his lunch breaks, right? So the first 2 days he was there doing his MMA stuff, his CrossFit training. He had the fucking weights, he had the bench, he had a jump rope, but I never saw him use it. And then he had those big ropes that you throw up, like, I don't know what that's for. Is that like for arms or something?
Yeah, you like,
you do the wave with it. You go like that.
Yeah, you whip them up and down, and they're like super heavy, and it works your arms.
Yeah, they were
probably your back too.
I guess it does. I saw him do it. He was doing it in the second jump I did, but I didn't have the camera on him. And I think, or no, was it the first one? The camera was kind of on him too, because I didn't have the camera where I was putting it before or after. I started positioning it like towards the garage doors. The first time I put it where the garage door was, so you could kind of see him in the first stream, and he's doing his shit. I didn't even have headphones that first time. I didn't have workout gear, clothes. I was just in my same clothes I wore. And that was not the best idea, because, you get all sweaty and tired, and, you don't want to be in those same clothes. So that was a hard day for me. And then the second time, I think I also did the same thing. But after that, I had, my shit together. And I had things to wear, to change into. And that way I felt more comfortable, and, I wasn't like a big sweat ball for the rest of the day. But we have a shower there at work, believe it or not. And he uses it. But I don't want to use it. I mean, the guys use that.
No, you don't know what kind of like science project.
And it's in the men's room, so I'm not going to be going in the men's room to use the shower,
Yeah.
They may want to go in there and make a doo-doo. So anyway, after the first 2 jumps I did, he stopped working out in there. I think he started doing it sooner, like around 11. He changed his schedule around because he didn't want to be in there when I was bouncing. I don't know why. But I had to. I guess I was breaking his concentration, because he's one of those gung ho. Like, you could hear him breathing heavy, and like he really pushes himself because he's trying to reach a goal or something. And I've never asked him about his workout or anything. I even told him the first day, I was like, dude, never mind me, just ignore me. I'm gonna be here in the corner jumping, like, don't let me disturb you or whatever. So I probably did disturb him, his concentration anyway. But fuck it. Then I started taking my earbuds and my MP3 player and getting in the zone. And every day after that, I had the whole garage to myself. But I didn't know how to open the garage door.
Mm-hmm.
So at least during that time, it wasn't that hot in there. But then it started getting hot towards the end, and I found out how to open it to bring air into the damn garage. And let me tell you something about that fucking garage. There's so much kitty litter on the floor. It's unbelievable. And then, like, when it rains, because there were times when they had the company truck in there after it rained, and they left mud everywhere. Like, they never sweep it. I was afraid I was going to slip. Like, it was really hard. I had to find, like, a clear spot and stay in that spot when I was in the larger area. But when there was, like, a company truck there, I would go into the closet area, and that, it's like a little divot area, and it's small, and there's not a lot of space there, so I can't do, like, all the fancy shit. I've been doing fancy shit. Like, you see what I do. Like, I'm not just jumping up and down. I was incorporating my arms and doing all these rope swings, and I didn't really want to do shuffling. I don't want to do that. I don't care about so much, leg work. I wanted to do the arm motions because I thought swinging the rope in crazy ways looked cool. And, I do the skill toy thing, so that's what drove me to that. And then I get bored easily, so I have to, I have to do, I'm like in my past life, I guess I was a ferret or something. Some kind of animal that got bored easily.
You were an otter. You know how have you seen like otters? They always have like a favorite stone that they carry with them. They have like a little pouch in their skin that they can keep it and they play with it like a skill toy.
Do they really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. Do they have
Yeah.
anxiety or something, or do they have autism? That's what that lady
No,
told
like
me.
I think I saw a little short video on it. Like they're
That's just
not
their
sure why
habit.
they do it, but they think it's because otters are pretty smart, so they just need like stimulation. So playing with
So they get a pebble or a rock and they start like juggling it or something in their hand.
yeah, like contact juggling. And they'll have like a favorite stone that they keep with them like all the time.
I'm gonna have to look up otters now because I didn't realize that. I might have seen it once or twice. It sounds familiar. I think I've seen it, but I never really looked into it to know.
Yeah, they look at like otter juggling or otter stone or something like that. It should pop up.
So I was an otter. That's what it
Right.
was. Okay, well that makes more sense. And what was I? Where was I going with my jumping thing? I noticed that the very beginning I was very winded. I got real tired in the beginning, but towards the end, like I guess I built up resistance or stamina or endurance, whatever. And it became. I took a lot of breaks before, and I was taking less breaks, and I was able to not be so out of breath the more I did it. So I guess like they say, practice. I guess practice makes perfect, and then you're training yourself to. Dude, I lost 12 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you do a weight check when you did it to see if you lost?
Well, no. Well, kinda, but like, thing is though, like I'm so bad on the weekends. Like, even though like I try to eat healthy or diet or whatever during the week, like weekends are like that's my cheat day, so that way I don't completely fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
So it would always balance out. Like I could tell my clothes are a little bit looser. I felt like I was losing weight. I could see I lost a couple of kilos, and then weekend would come and I would drink and eat too much, and it'd just be right back. So and I might have like overall lost a little bit, but it was so slow because it was up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
I guess if I was better on weekends, if I could behave myself, then I probably would.
Little heard my beep on my watch. I'm gonna have to turn off the sound when I'm home because she gets all worked up when she hears the beep. She thinks it's a baby cry still. She's like forever a mother now. She hasn't even passed that. She usually goes through that and then she like goes away and she's no longer that way. But it's like she's like that forever now. I don't know what's going on with her. It's old age. So anyway, okay, so then I got obsessed with trying to do a particular trick because I was able to do like the crossovers. I could do that, I could do the side swings. I could do that. Those were all simple to me. The one I wanted to do, and it took me a while to learn it. It's called the EB, and I don't know what it stands for because I haven't really looked up what the acronym stands for, but EV was where you swing it behind, you put one arm behind you and you somehow swing it behind you, the side of you, and then you go through. But I wasn't swinging it and then jumping through it. I was doing it so that I jumped normal, like it would reset. It was like a side swing variation, I guess. It was hard, dude. I couldn't get my arms to do what I wanted them to do while I was jumping. So that took some time for me to figure it out. But I finally nailed it, which was cool. And that's always like, yes.
That's cool. Yeah, I did not look at the tricks. I'm barely coordinated enough just to jump without tripping over my own feet.
Now you said when you would whip yourself, it would trigger something in you and you would get pissed off, right?
Well, yeah, because, my parents switched me as a child, and that was not fun, and just,
It reminded
the
you of
whole,
that?
like with jumping with that rope and just knowing it's coming, but not knowing when. That's just so stressful. Because it hurt. It hurt so bad. Like the new rope I have now, I still hit myself,
Yeah.
but it's a soft, like braided rope, so it's not as painful.
It's a little dampened, and when it hits you, it's not as sharp.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that
a
was
little
what
bump,
you
but
had
it's
was
not,
cable.
Yeah, it's not like literally being whipped.
Yeah, and you had cable wire, no?
Yeah, it was like a metal wire with like a little plastic coating. So really, basically, like if you took an electric cable and just smacked the hell out of yourself, that's probably about what it would feel like.
That's messed up. What I was bringing it up because when I would whip myself, and I did it a few times, I had my fair share of getting whipped. I get whipped on the ass. I get whipped on the legs. I get whipped like right near the ankle and the front of the ankle. Really good. I used to whip my arm back when I was doing it the first time around, and I didn't complete it. I don't know how I was doing that, but I was whipping myself right here on the arm, on the scar that I had when I broke my arm. There's a scar there now. But when I would whip myself, I would always laugh. I don't know if you ever noticed that, if you saw any of those jumps that I did. I would like smile and laugh because it was, I guess I'm one of those people that likes pain. I would be like, oh yeah. Especially when it whipped my ass. I was like, what the hell? Not there and not my no-no square.
I hate pain. That's why I would get so aggravated.
You would get pissed.
That
that last jump you did, you got so pissed so many times. Like you were like,
it was awful.
You were not in the
kept hitting me
best.
so hard, and I was like, I just want to finish. It's literally minutes away. Just let me get through this last day. No, it was just beating the crap out of me. And I was
you had to work for it, dude. You had to work for it, and you know what? I respect you for that because not many people would have continued on with that kind of aggravation. Especially since your wire was coming undone and shit. Like you could have seriously cut yourself and shit.
You know? Yeah, I know. Like, I was worried. I was like, please don't snap.
And then you were not wearing shoes. You were like in little socks, right?
Yeah, I was doing it in socks because it was carpeted. So yeah, when it would hit my feet, there was no real protection.
I wonder if I turn this off, I'll save the battery and you can still see it there anyway. You can't tell that it's changing color. My little baby. Yeah, okay, so I nailed that one trick and it took me forever to get it down, and I worked on it off of camera because I got tired of trying it and failing at it every time I would try it during a jump. You know, it was like taking away from my jumping because I was trying to learn something and it would stop me every time because I would not complete it. I wasn't successful at it. When I finally did get it, it was the best feeling to land it, dude. Oh my god. And I landed it like one time 3 times in a row or something. I was so psyched when I did that. I was like, yes. It was cool. That was a cool move. And at the last, this is what bugged me about my last jump. Okay, the second to the last, let me backtrack. The second to the last one, I was jumping in that closet area that was kind of confined. It's kind of small, and that's where we have all the survey equipment and shit. A bunch of wooden stakes and iron rods and stuff like that. You can see it in the video. The Blue Angels were passing over the fucking office, dude. They were passing because this weekend we're gonna have an air show. We're having the Buccaneer, they call it Buck Days, but it's Buccaneer Days Festival that happens. It's an annual thing. They do it every year down at the Bayfront. And they have like a carnival, they have a parade, they have a rodeo, and then they have an air show, right? And ever since they started doing the air show in the Bayfront area, because they used to do it where the base is, because we have a base here, you know? But I would never see them then. Now that they're doing it where the shoreline is or whatever, you can fucking see them right outside my door. Like right outside the backyard. And
Oh
so,
wow, so you get to see them practicing?
yes, they like do the turn right here. And I think I did a TikTok, was it 2 years, 3 years ago maybe, when because they canceled it with all the COVID stuff. They hadn't done it in a while. But the last time they did it, I did get to capture them. It was like all of them. I don't know how many. Is there like 5 of them or whatever? But they all came like that, like right in front of me. And I was like, man, that's fucking cool. Well, they looked like they were even closer the second to the last jump I did. I got to see them after I was jumping. I went out to the parking lot and they were still passing over. It was so loud. Like you can hear it in that video. Every time they would pass over, it was like it was like some kind of crazy fight. Like I looked it up to find out how high they are from the ground level. You know, how what's their lowest height that they can fly, and it's like their minimum or what they can't go below is 1,000 feet. That was 1,000 feet, dude. It sounded like way less. It was super loud.
1,000 feet is pretty close. I mean, you're talking about jets.
Yeah.
Like, jets are loud.
I wish I could have got that on camera. That would have been cool. I would have been able to get it while I was jumping or something. But, fucking... That was also the day that I had that same coworker that does the workouts. He does them earlier now. He's been working on his cars, right? So I guess he's got a lot of cars and he's doing things to them, and all you could hear was him drilling. He had the garage door open. I wish I could have been in that area, but the car was there. I couldn't be there. And he was just drilling away on his door. I don't know what he was doing to it that whole time. So I couldn't even enjoy, like, maybe be, like, around the area where that car was. Maybe you could see them if I put the camera down. I had it on the ground if I would have pointed in such a way, but maybe not. I don't think it would have come out. Did I get someone in the chat?
Oh yeah, long-haired Jeff Bezos.
Oh, what's up, long hair?
I didn't notice. I'm doing my nails. Hey, do you like my new hair?
I do. I like his new hair. I haven't seen it, but I like it.
Another one. Someone replied to him, Hex Zion. We all do.
Oh yes, we all do. I know I do. I don't know about you. I'm all about the hair.
I just had a hair implant. Cost me like $2 billion.
Well, good for you.
But that's just pennies to Jeff Bezos, though. probably could dig that out of your couch. Oh wow, there's a good chat in the Can you see it?
I can kind of see it, but I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to read it.
Can I use this video for a YouTube video? I'll put your link on it.
Oh, what are you gonna use it for? Like, why? Is it that interesting? It's a boring video. I'm just talking about my jump rope experience, dude. There's nothing fancy. Random reactions.
Yeah, I'll send you the video for sure. Just random reactions. I'm trying to get good ones.
Oh, well, you'll probably get good ones for me because I'm one of those reaction people. I can have reactions. I'm easily reactive. What was I going to say? So yeah, they were passing over, and it was so fucking hard for me to concentrate with that loud noise. Like, I had my earbuds in, and I'm jamming out and listening to something. I think it was Justin Timberlake. I was feeling it, man. I was even singing along and stuff. I was getting into it. Because I was like, oh, I got one day left, you know. I was already in party mode. But now the fucking Blue Angels were just like going right over, like completely over the office. There was no way you couldn't hear it. Like, everybody heard it. And it was cool. I got to see them really close. Like, I think that was closer than when they passed over the back of my house. I was like, man, that looks way, way closer. It looked like 300 feet to me, but I can't judge distance. And when I looked it up, it said 1,000 was the lowest they're allowed to go. I'm like, well, that's got to be what it was. That had to be 1,000 feet right there. And
It's cool though. You got a free show.
yeah, I got to see them like do their practice turn because they're gonna do it. I guess is it tomorrow or Sunday? I can't remember what day. But I'm gonna look forward to that because I'm gonna be outside watching for them to do the. And then my mom said she could see them and they were also doing the turn here. So I guess when they do the turn here, on the way back they go over the office, and so it's like, double shot.
You should take some video and just upload it like a short on YouTube.
I know, right? I'm thinking of it because it's pretty random when they do it. Like I got to see it when I was working from home. I guess I was working from home because I was home during that time, and they were doing all their passes and stuff. I must have been home because it was in the weekday, and that was when I didn't expect them, so I wasn't prepared to like film them or anything. But I did get one little clip, so it came out pretty good because they were all together. And then you'll see just one, and then you'll see two, and they're just doing their whole routine. They're like practicing it. And what happened today? Okay, so today I was kind of annoyed because I wanted to show off all the things I learned, like that EB thing that was hard for me to learn, and I finally nailed it down. I wanted to do that move. I wanted to do every move that I kind of learned during the whole duration, and I wasn't able to do it because I was in that confined space because the motherfucker was in the garage again working on another car. I don't know what he was doing, playing with tape. I could hear him like holding, pulling tape down and stuff. I guess he was doing something to the windows. I don't know. And I was like, at one point I thought, you know what, I'll move the camera around. So I tried to find a spot that I could like squeeze into. But there was nowhere I could go without his car showing or him being in the shot. I know he didn't want to be in my video. And so I was just like, well, fuck it. And then I thought, well, maybe the Blue Angels are out today. And no, they weren't out. I kind of got pissed. And I was like, well, fuck it. I was going to show the Blue Angels, but they're not here. So I went back to my little nook and continued the rest of the 10 minutes. And it was over pretty quick. I felt like the time was getting shorter because I never went above 10 minutes. I stayed at 10 minutes the whole time. And every time I did it, it felt like a shorter time. I don't know if it was because I got adjusted to it and it didn't seem that long. But the first few days, it felt like forever, dude.
Well, yeah, once you get some endurance, then it doesn't feel like forever because it's like when you're tired and you're hurting and you're sore, it's like, are we done yet? Are we done yet? I'm about to die. But when you do that, then it's like, yeah, I'm just cruising along. It's not so bad. It doesn't feel like an eternity.
Yeah, it was a trip. And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I completed it. I met the goal. But now I plan to continue it. I'm just not going to film it anymore. I'm not going to live stream it anymore.
Yeah, like how I was doing. But, well, let me tell you, if you take a break, don't take too long of a break. Because just waiting for the new jump rope to come in the mail, it took forever. I'm starting all the way back over from zero.
Oh, man.
I lost my endurance. It sucks because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll just pick it up and where I left off.
And no, it's not that way. Well, you were off for what, a good month, right?
Yeah, about a month. I ordered it. I think I ordered it on like April 15th.
Yeah.
And I just got it about a week ago.
Yeah, I remember you were going through hell just waiting on it.
So, well, wait a minute. It's May. Okay, well, not quite a month. It felt like a month, though. It took a couple of weeks. Wow, so not even that long, and I lost all of that.
Man, that's crazy how a little bit of time makes a big difference.
Yeah, and like I was trying to do exercises, other stuff, but it wasn't cardio.
I remember you said you were trying to ride your bike, right?
Huh?
You were trying to ride your bike.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. Like I did. That's why I didn't stream recently, that one weekend, because I wanted to, but during the week there was like just one night the weather was perfect. I went out for a long bike ride, like hours,
Oh, wow.
and it felt good at the time, but yeah, like a couple days later, by the weekend, my body was like,
You felt it, huh?
no.
Yeah, it's crazy when you don't think that a bike, riding your bike is going to get you sore, but it does.
Yeah, and it wasn't even, there was like maybe one spot, there was a bit of a hill, not even a super steep hill or that long. Most of it was pretty flat. Yeah.
Well, even like here, I have no hills, and when I ride my bike, when I used to, I would be super sore if it was like for an hour. I would try to ride, or like longer. I would see how long I could ride in the weekend, and I couldn't walk afterwards. Like my steps were heavy because it was just so much leg work that you do. But it almost seems like it feels like you ran. Like it's got that same type of soreness.
Yeah. Like with Tokyo is hit and miss. I mean, there's some areas there's just, I mean, like impossible hills. They're like super steep. No way. Even the best bike rider would struggle.
Like San
And then,
Francisco hills, like.
yeah, like there's some that are just ridiculously steep. But then, yeah, I got lucky that one night. I just picked a route that it was super far and it wasn't too bad. So I think I'm gonna have to remember that and do it again. 'Cause that was nice. I could go really far, and so there's just one spot that is a bit of a hill.
Are you riding at night, or is it during like late in the day?
Nah, I like to ride at night. So then there's like, less cars, less people. That way, whether I'm on the sidewalk or on the street, it just feels safer.
Are you lit up? You have lights and shit?
Oh yeah, I mean I have a headlight and a tail light, but I also have lots of like reflective stuff. I got those valve stem flashy lights.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. I think I had some, but I think they died. I need to change
Yeah,
the
well, my
battery.
old one died and I got new ones, so. But yeah, and then, my bike is like freaking bright yellow,
Yeah.
school bus yellow, and then I try to wear clothes that are not too dark. Like, I don't wear all black. I'll at least wear like a bright t-shirt or something.
Well, that's a good thing, because a lot of people, when you see them out riding bikes, they're always in dark colored. They're wearing black. Like, they're literally wearing black. You can't even see them. You can only see the bike they're on.
Or I mean, even the bike will be like a dark color, and it's like, do you want to die? That is just straight up risky.
I'm gonna get another
Riding
because
like
this
that.
is so cute and small, but it's not big enough, and I want another one to celebrate. Just one more.
That was your only one?
No, I have more. I'm gonna go jump and get another one.
Yay.
And let me see.
It's Friday night. Get drunk.
Yeah, my friend at work was telling me that she could tell that I've lost. She's like, I can tell you've lost weight. I was like, are you for real? She's like, yeah, I couldn't tell until you turned around. She's like, you turned around, you walked away, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh shit, she's losing weight. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like it when people tell you. I rarely ever hear it. I have to lose a lot more, though. I have a lot more to go. Maybe like
I'm hoping that's what I could do. Like once I get used to the jumping rope again, then maybe I can get a little stricter on my diet. Well, I mean during the week I'm pretty good, but weekends I need to reel that in a little bit. I get a little too crazy.
Well, you're a good cook, though. How can you not indulge?
I know, that's the thing, because like during the week, I'm just like, all right, just hold back, just don't go crazy, don't eat a lot. But then it's like weekends, I'm like, oh, and I have time to cook, so I can cook a bunch, and then
You rarely eat out, right? It's like you're your own cook, right? Most of the time.
yeah, I hardly eat out. But like, I mean, there are days when like I'm coming home from work and I'm tired, so like I'll grab like a ready-made meal like from the supermarket or something. But like, I mean, those aren't as bad as like people who say, get fast food or like go to a restaurant though.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
Yeah, at least with the supermarket stuff, it's almost like a home-cooked meal because they prepare it there. But yeah, they are still like mass-produced, so it's nothing like super fancy or really healthy. But like, I'll get a salad.
But don't you do the intermittent fasting thing where you try not to, you limit yourself and you don't eat that much? You let a big long
I'll do that
stretch.
too. Like I'll skip breakfast or breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner. Like I'll try to it'll either be, if it's really healthy, then I can have a big meal. Like if it's fruits and vegetables, stuff like that, it's all you can eat.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if I want to eat something that's a little bit naughty, got some calories, then I try to like look at the calories and keep the portion small. So that way it's like if I just have to have fried chicken, like I'm craving it, then I'm like, okay, I'll get some, but I'm not going to get like a huge box or anything.
Speaking of like getting stuff, I'm gonna have to look for those ramen noodles that you were telling me about. The breakfast flavor. You say they have them at Walmart, right? Walmart's probably where I saw them. I probably saw them already.
Well, it's cup noodle. It's a common brand. They usually have like basic flavors, but I mean that article was saying that specific special flavor is only online. So that's what I was telling you. Like, you might not see that flavor in the store.
Where have I seen it then? Maybe I just saw it online on Facebook somewhere and thought it was kind of odd.
That flavor?
Yeah. The pancake, what is it, pancake sausage?
Yeah, it's like American breakfast. Well, I mean, I don't know, you can check and see if it's in the store. The article said it's only online.
No, but I'm thinking I saw it online. Like, I already saw it on Facebook. That's why it looked familiar to me. Because I'm like, I don't know if I actually saw it. It's one of those, like, Mandela effects. I can't remember if I saw it in the store or if I saw it online somewhere. It would have been Facebook. I might have already seen it on Facebook, and I'm thinking I saw it at a store. Because I go to the Dollar Tree. They have those cup of noodles everywhere, and they have different flavors, but I don't know if they would have that one. I wouldn't think they did.
I don't know, that's a special edition, but like I was telling you though, you can go to the website and order it and just have it sent to like whichever store you go shopping at, and then they'll hold it for you. So next time you go to Walmart, you just walk in, like you'll probably have like a number, like a confirmation number, order number, and just say, look, I ordered this, can I pick it up? Because I used to do that.
They changed.
In America, like
they don't.
I needed a special order something.
They don't let you pick what store anymore. Like it's only one particular location now. You have to like travel to wherever that is. They won't let you.
That sucks.
I know. I just found that out recently because we were looking for flea pills for the dogs, and they didn't have them. And the only way you could get them was to order them online. And then we lucked out. We went to one of the Walmarts that did have them in stock, and I guess the other ones didn't have them. And they were saying, oh, you can only get it online. And I go, well, if you get it online, can we pick any store? Nope, it can only be this one. I'm like, who changed the rule?
Dumb, because like I mean they have such like a complex shipping network. You'd think they could just throw it on the truck that's going to the store that you want.
You would think. I mean, I don't know. They're getting
lazy.
That's
too much of a bother for them.
Exactly.
It just can't be fussed.
Miller time. Miller's not really that bad. I used to drink it once in a while, like really random. My dad used to drink Miller. He was a Miller. He was a Miller man. I guess that's why I can drink
American
it.
beer. It's so gross.
No, you're already like converted. You can only have your Japanese beers.
Yeah, well, I like Corona too. I like the Mexican beer. I like the lighter, sweeter beers, like some of the craft beers that are like wheat flavor. Those are okay.
Oh, like the fancy ones that are only in season or some shit. They're seasonal, like summer shanty and all.
Yeah, or like I don't know. Like I've been to, like in Tokyo, it's been a thing lately. Like bars that serve only craft beer.
Oh wow.
Where it's like you go in and there's no like big name brand. Like you can't just go in and be like Budweiser or like it's like the Japanese, like I want Kirin, I want Asahi. Like no, it's these like more minor brands. But it's like on the menu it'll have like a whole description of like this is what it tastes like and this is what's in it, blah blah blah. So you can try to pick a flavor that's close to the kind that you usually drink.
Oh, that's cool though. You get to taste it? Did they let you do the tasting thing?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, well, there's one. I did find one place where it was all draft, so you could taste it. But like, if they're just selling it by the bottle or whatever, no, you have to get the whole thing.
And I tell you, I went to this wine store, Wines and More or some shit like that. I don't remember the name. And they had everything. It was like Disneyland for liquor. They had like a whole aisle of rum, a whole aisle of like, particular liquors. And then they had all their wines. And then they even had the little bitty airplane bottles and, the tiny individual ones and stuff like that. They had everything. It was crazy. They even had like a bar in the back, but of course I went when they were about to close. And so apparently they have a bar and you can go up there and do your little wine tasting, and then they have like another little kiosk or some shit where they would a counter, and they would be behind the counter and they'd like give you tasting of anything that you wanted to drink. I don't know when they did that, probably on the weekend or some shit. I was like, that's so cool. What little? No little. Not no little, not right now little, no. Please.
We need something like that in Japan. Like Japan has cool liquor stores. If you walk in, tons of different kinds of alcohol. But I've never seen any taste testing.
Well, there's a grocery store that we have, a local grocery store that does wine tasting. They give you samples on the weekend. And a friend of mine said he used to go over there with his wife on the weekend. They would just hang out on a whole Sunday, like just spend all day eating little food entrees and stuff that they would prepare, and then like having their getting drunk on the little wine tasting that they had. Little tiny little bitty shots, and they'd take them, and then they'd go around the corner, and then come take another, and then go around the corner. I was like, damn, dude. He's like, yeah, we get all smashed, and then we leave, and we're feeling good. I'm like, okay.
That's like something my dad would do.
At the grocery store, of all places.
Yeah, well, like before I came to Japan, I spent the summer at my dad's, and one of his favorite things at that time, he loved to go to Costco, and he would treat it like it was a buffet. Going around all the free samples, like, oh look, here's a sandwich, oh look, here's some cheese, like, oh, like he'd just go around and get all the samples, and then he'd circle back and get the ones he really liked. It was like a whole meal.
Your dad is so cute. I got to meet your dad. Your dad was cool. He had something going on with his back at the time when I went to go and visit. He was like confined. He had like the bed was positioned in such a way. What was happening then? He had like some kind of back issues.
No, not his back. Like I think he had hip surgery.
Oh, that's what it was.
That might have been, yeah, because they had to like go in and replaced the hip joint, like it was going bad.
Yeah, I remember he had something happen, and he was kind of like having to be careful, and he wasn't able to move around as much and stuff like that. He had the bed closer to the living room, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it was major surgery, but like after that, he said it was great. Like it worked like a charm. The only issue he has now is like he gets searched every single time he goes to the airport.
Does it go
sets off all the alarms?
No way. They didn't put
Yeah.
him that stuff that, like, I have a surgical steel or whatever. Like, they told me it wasn't going to set off any alarms, and I got real disappointed about that. I was like, oh, man, that's no fun.
No, trust me, you don't want to be stopped every time, especially when you're in an airport.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you don't want to be late for the plane. I remember, like, one time my younger brother, Cameron, he took a video of it. They were just totally feeling my dad up. They had their hands all over him. He was just laughing. Cameron was laughing. He was like, look at you. You know, like, I mean, yeah, like my dad is like the furthest thing from, you know, like what a terrorist would look like.
Yeah.
They were grabbing him, you know, feeling him all over, like testing his pockets and his crotch and all this, just violating him.
That's fucked up, dude. They used to do that shit to me every time I went to the concerts. We had like an outdoor concert area that we would go. It's called Concrete Street. It's still around. I just don't go anymore. But when I used to go, I was always like, my whole body was felt out every time I would go. And I didn't even look, I mean, I was not aggressive looking. I wasn't wearing anything crazy. Like, I did not look like I would be the one to search. Okay, we gotta search you. Like, they just pulled me out of the line and just
well, that's because, yeah, it's not because you look suspicious. It's because they were probably pervs.
It was always
They're like, oh, look at this one coming up. Yeah, excuse me, ma'am. We're going to have to search you.
But it was never a guy, though. It was always a girl that did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she was into chicks.
And she was. She was kind of, you know, she was butchy. And I'm like, oh, God, why? Like, why do I always attract that type of stuff? Like, it's not, you know, I just want to come see a band play. Do I have to be molested before? I mean, do I have to? Okay. And then when I finally just, like, started, like, letting her do whatever, and I was like, ooh, like, I did, like, some kind of, I said something at one point. Ever since then, she stopped searching me.
You were on to her.
Because I acted like I liked it, and then she was like, well, she's no fun no more. I'm not going to search her no more. I'm like, oh, come on. If I would have known, I would have done it sooner.
Yeah, it's only fun when you're the victim.
Yeah, when you're the victim, that's when it's fun. But if you're enjoying it, forget it. I'm going to hit the next girl I see. It never failed. It was always the same lady that did it to me. And she would get out of her line just to come over where I was and just cop feels all over me. And I was just like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. She had a thing for me.
She had a thing for me. I don't know. I have that look, I guess. But, oh, I'm so happy that I got that shit done and over with. And I'm not going to... I'm already addicted now. I'm already addicted. Right, baby Yoda? I think I'm just going to keep doing this now on my lunch breaks because it controls my eating too, because I don't eat during lunch when I do this. That's the first thing I do. It's only 10 minutes. I cool down and then I play Nintendo on the emulator. Until it's time to clock back in, and then I go back to work again. I'm saving gas. I'm saving money from eating out. Like, I won't eat until I get home. In the morning, maybe I'll have a smoothie or something. You know, on Thursdays we have taco day, so sometimes I'll get a taco. But I've been pretty good with my diet. I don't think that I've been overdoing. I've been trying to control myself from overeating too at the same time, so that's probably helped me. Now I'm excited that I don't have to stream it anymore. So when I go into lunch, I take my lunch break and go into the garage. I think I'm going to start taking a speaker, dude. So I can play my music without headphones on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would
Yeah,
be
it's
cool.
a double-edged sword, though. Well, I don't know. You might have better willpower than me, but because I thought the same thing. Like, oh yeah, since I won't filming it, I don't have to set up the camera. I don't have to worry about what I look like. I can just go and do it, be done a lot faster.
Yeah.
But that's true. But then there's also like the little, evil voice in my head sometimes is like, but, I'm kind of tired today. We could just skip, nobody would know.
Yeah, who would know?
When I was streaming, I was like, I have to do it. I said I would do it, even though probably nobody's watching except for you. It was like, yeah, if I don't do it, I'm a failure, and everybody will know. I have to do it.
Yeah, it's weird, right? How live streaming it makes you think people are watching even if no one's watching. You just feel that pressure that somebody might be watching. Even if they're not watching right now, they'll watch later.
Yeah.
I better give my full performance. I better try my best. I better not slack off. I had a day where I didn't feel very well. Like I had I don't know if it was allergies or some sort of flu I had that lasted a couple of days. It came on in the weekend and then it lingered on Monday and Tuesday. And you would think that I would have used that opportunity to not jump that day, and be like, no, I'm not, I don't feel that great. I'm not going to do it. It's like, no. I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'll probably feel better afterwards. And sure enough, I did. I felt better. I think it helped me kick whatever it was I had out of my system. Because it was like the cardio that you do, and it gets your blood pumping and it pushes out the toxins of all the shit that you do have inside of you. So
yeah, I've never had that. I feel like
you never got sick.
Everybody's just gaslighting me because people talk about, oh yeah, when you get into the workout, you get the endorphins, you get that rush. I'm just like, no.
You never felt
I've
it?
I've never had that.
I've
never experienced that. Like even back in high school when I was doing everything, like horseback riding, weightlifting, bike riding, volleyball and running and all that stuff. I was.
You did volleyball too, dude? You were in the team?
Yeah, well, at school and stuff. I wasn't on a team, but.
Oh, okay.
It was a common thing, we do it at school. I was in that youth group. We would do it a lot. So it's pretty regular. I was always doing something all the time.
I never did.
I never got any rush. I never felt like, oh yeah.
When the endorphins kick in, and then you start feeling like you have some kind of weird energy, and you can just keep on going. It just lasts for a little while, and then it goes away. You never got that?
No, I mean, when I was younger, I was just energetic. Anyway, but I never got any rush. I didn't get happy feeling afterward. It was just I would do it, I would enjoy it, and it was over, and that was it.
I'm trying to think.
No euphoria.
I'm trying to figure out if I did feel anything like that. I don't think I did. But one thing I did notice was I was less aggressive afterwards. I was more calm. It would calm me down because I did a physical activity. It's like they say, if you do something physical, whatever negativity you have in you kind of dissipates because you've gotten rid of it through physical activity. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it, but
you didn't feel that? I felt that.
My body doesn't work like that.
I felt that because I would be more calm and I wouldn't fight as much with my engineer or whatever. He would come up to me and just annoy me. It wouldn't affect me if I say I didn't jump that day. Then I would have been more this would made me more calm, so I was able to joke around more and not take anything serious after. I don't know. I didn't feel that great in the morning, but I felt really good in the afternoon. And it was right after I would jump. Once I would calm down and everything, I would cool off, and I was ready to clock back into work or whatever. Like nothing would upset me after that. Like I just felt real cool, real calm. Like if I had smoked CBD or something.
Well, I'm jealous because I never got those effects.
That was
I
the only.
must be seriously chemically imbalanced.
Is it? Is that endorphins though? Is that what that
I'm
is?
broken. Yeah, well, I mean, endorphins are like the body's natural happy chemical.
It's a happy chemical. Okay, well then I did feel it, but it didn't. I didn't know it. I didn't know that I felt it. I knew I felt better. Like it felt so good afterwards. After I cooled down, I was like,
Yeah, endorphins they give you energy. They make you feel like emotionally, physically better.
yeah, and in a better mood too. Like I was not angry. Like sometimes I am at work, especially. I just get angry. Things will piss me off too easily, and it's like I wasn't that easy to push my buttons after I would jump. Like I was like, yes, I feel cool. I'll just be cool for another 4 hours, and then I'll go home and play with the dogs. And so that would keep me going. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to keep doing this. At least until I can't do it anymore or whatever, because I still have a goal in mind that I want to get down to a certain weight, and I'm not there yet. So from when I was figuring it out, it said that I needed like 6 more weeks after what I had done. After the initial, what was it? Was it 6 weeks to begin with to be the 30-day challenge? So I think it was 8 more weeks after that, I would probably reach that goal if I continue to do it and I continue to lose. I don't know what my body's gonna do. Like I don't know if it's gonna plateau and I just won't lose anymore, because I checked myself today and I lost 1 pound. So it's like after a whole week I'm just losing 1 pound now. When before I lost like 4 pounds in 1 week. It's like dairy. And I was
yeah. Well, the first like 10 or so pounds will come off quick, and then after that, it's like
just 1, right? Until
yeah. Well, but you're lucky. It's still coming off though.
Yeah.
Some people just completely flatline. Like there's no change at all.
See, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because if I feel that way, like I'm trying not to weigh myself as much. It's just how I feel what I'm wearing, and if it feels. I feel better in my clothes, like they don't feel as tight, I feel more loose in the clothes now. I had to tie up my yoga pants or whatever, because they have a string, and they were slipping down towards the last 3 days, I noticed, of the challenge. I'm like, I had to keep pulling them back up. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to start tying them up. And that kept them in place, but like that tells me right there, my stomach was going down. Like I was starting to tone, which is what I wanted. So if I continue doing this shit, and I'm not going to film it though, maybe I'll do, after so many weeks pass, I might do another, like a bonus round. I think I'm going to do a bonus round tomorrow. Just to see how far I can go. Like I did on Easter. I did a bonus round for Easter, and I couldn't find my Easter ears, but I found little kitty ears instead. They were right there the whole time. I didn't even see them. They were right there. I noticed them the other day. I was like, oh, there they are. There's my bunny ears. But I did a bonus round. I wanted to see, like, just from start to finish, without messing up, how long could I jump. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow and see if I can jump longer. Because last time I think it was a minute and something seconds. I can't remember. A minute and 16 seconds or some shit like that. I want to see if I can go for 2 minutes now. Do you think I can?
You can do it.
I can do it, yeah? I can do it? I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. But the last time I did try to do that, I had so many technical difficulties, man. It was horrible. I really did it like 3 or 4 times before I actually did it. Because it was just like everything was falling apart. The dogs were barking. I wasn't wearing the right stuff. I wasn't prepared, I think, what was the other thing? Oh, the grass was too long, and I was catching the rope on the grass, and it just fucked me up after the first jump. I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna work. I had to like find a different place to stand and do it.
But did you hate that? It's like, it's never just one little thing. It's like every little thing.
Every little thing, every time. Every fucking time. I was like, is it going to be a one-shot thing? I was like, no. It took me like 3 or 4 takes. And I had to delete each one because I'm like, oh shit. I can't leave every fail. Like, I just want one complete one, fine, nothing went wrong, you know. But it's hard because it's live and anything can happen. Everything will happen when it's live. It's never perfect. But I notice I can go outside now and jump, and if the dogs are outside in the kennel or whatever, they won't bark. They'll see me jumping and they're cool with it. You know, it's like before I thought they were gonna bark a lot, so I was trying not to jump in their vision and their line of sight or whatever, because they're gonna want to get out and run around and this and that. I don't want to hit them with a rope, you know. But then I found out the other day when I did jump from home. I think I didn't go to work that day or whatever. I worked from home that day. And I jumped after 5, sometime after 5. I did my jump thing. And they were not barking. They were at the very beginning, but then they calmed down. And that's when I practiced that Evie thing. And I did it right in front of them in their sight, and they didn't bark at me. So I was like, oh, okay, they're freaking out at the jump rope. They don't know what it is. Okay, cool. If I can do it tomorrow right in front of them, and they're not going to bark. So I'm looking forward to that. Only the boy will probably bark because he'll be inside. He's my little prince. But thank you for being on my stream and giving me, being here, supporting me you supported me the whole way. You were always liking all my links of every video that I would put up on Facebook. And it caught on because a lot of people liked the last one. That was cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were my biggest, only supporter, but but I mean, it was just, I was like, and you know, I'm usually pretty bad about stuff like that, so yeah, I did try to like put in the effort to at least like your video. I couldn't watch all of them, but
yeah, that's cool. I know, but if you liked it, like it gave me that little boost of energy. I'm like, oh, she noticed. Yeah. She noticed. Senpai noticed me.
Yeah, well, because I was like, I need to, return the favor, because like you were always, watching my videos, or you'd say something like, dude, you're getting so far, or
yeah, I was watching them.
And I was like, that helped me. So
I sat there. I watched them like from the beginning to the end. Like I was like a loyal watcher of your jumping.
I can't believe you watched like all of this.
I saw all 30 of them, and it was very impressive. It gave me a lot of motivation to do it and to continue doing it, because I don't think I jumped back on it until you started doing it, and you were almost over. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it now. And sure enough,
I can do that too.
I can do it. She can do it. I can do it, because I never thought of doing it at work, at lunch.
Yeah.
You gave me the idea because I saw you doing it. I'm like, oh shit, I could fucking do that. I have a space there where I could do it,
Yeah, like I was telling you, I was like so mad when I realized it. Like I could have been doing it a long time ago. Why didn't I think of that?
I know.
Like, because any other part of my schedule, routine, whatever, like is so changeable. I don't have enough time in the morning. Like, when I get off from work, it's like, there's things I gotta do.
Yeah, it's always random when you can do it on your off time. But if you're there at work, you're there.
Yeah.
If I can do it
there. That's what I was thinking. Like, if there's something I could do at my lunch break that, because I take lunch every day, same time. Like, my work schedule is pretty rock solid. Like, it does not change hardly at all.
Yeah.
And so that's when I was like, well, shoot, I could restart the jump rope thing. That's pretty easy. Like, I don't need anything fancy. I already had the jump rope.
Yeah, that's what I like the best about this, was it was so easily to take it with you. It's as portable as a jump rope. You know, you can do it anywhere.
Yeah. Well, as long as there's space for the rope.
Yeah, as long as there's space. I started hanging up on things that were like around me in that little small area. Like they had shelves and there were things piled up and stuff. I was afraid I was gonna knock something down. I was like, oh shit, I gotta like calm down and just jump up and down in this small space. There wasn't room for me to do my fancy shit that I wanted to do. I was kind of getting frustrated. I was like, God damn, that's all I need is like to break something back there. And there goes my privileges. And I just learned how to open a garage door. Don't do this to me now. But yeah, I'm stoked, man. Yeah, complete. Mission completed. My journey to fitness. And you know, I'm glad you finally got your jump rope, because I know you were just waiting for it forever, and it was like bugging the hell out of you that you hadn't gotten it yet. Do you like it? What is your
Yeah,
thoughts on it?
I do like it. I mean, of course, it's still, even though I got it, it's still like the timing is just not working for me, because I just got it, like end of last week, so I couldn't do it over the weekend, so I tried to do it this week.
Yeah.
But I had those 2 like weird days off in the middle.
Oh yeah.
So I hadn't even done a full week yet. So it's like I did 2 days jumping, 2 days off, and then I did it again yesterday.
Yeah.
And now I'm off for the weekend, so it's like, yeah, it's dragging out the soreness. Like I should have been able to, you know, do it like 5 days in a row, and I might have got over it faster. But
maybe this is like easing you back into it, though. When you think of it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like if I pushed myself several days in a row, that maybe it would go faster, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, next week is a full week, so I'm gonna try to do it like every day, and then once I get back into the like getting used to it, then you know I might do it most days or some days, and then like swap it out with other stuff so I don't get bored.
Yeah, like as long as you do it, like the least you can do, I guess, is like 3 days a week, some kind of physical activity. Even if you don't do it every day, as long as you try to do it in 3 days, you should be good.
Because I'd like to do other stuff where I work other muscles as well, not just cardio, not just my calves.
Yeah. Your mom asked me about my calves. She wanted to know how they were.
Yeah, but doing stuff like that every day, I can't. It's just I get so bored. You know, if I was gonna be doing like sit-ups or crunches or whatever, it's you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like you know, do however many sets and then wait a minute and then do it again. It's like that's so boring. And it's like, and I don't have music. I don't have anything, you know, to look at to distract me. It's just me in an empty room.
Yeah,
and it feels endless, and I'm just like, oh my god, is it over yet?
That kind of sucks. You couldn't even watch like anything while you were doing it, right? You couldn't see it on your little phone or nothing. You were using your phone.
Yeah, no, I could just barely see like the screen on my phone because I had to back up enough where I was fully.
Yeah, you had it pretty far away. Like I could see your silhouette at times. Like it was so dark in those rooms. It was kind of cool to see you like in the dark room jumping up and down. It looked like a haunted space.
Yeah.
A very gothic thing going on. I had all the light on me. Like all the light was crazy for me, man. I was just so lit. I was so lit. You could see all my gray. You could see like all of it. It just looked more gray. Like it doesn't look as gray now, but like they still have a lot of it. It looked grayer there at work. I don't know why. It almost looked white. I look like storm.
Well, I can see it in this light. It's really punky.
You can see it, right? It does show. I haven't done anything about it. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I've been like using that purple shampoo.
Yeah, it's not like bright, but it's like you've got two-tone hair.
Yeah, I like it. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you for being on my stream. I'm gonna sign off and be done with it because we've done it. We've both completed it. Yay for us.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked, that's right. Or you can get like a little award like they give you for, what is it, PlayStation. They would always give you a little... Are you going to play another game? Live stream?
Yeah, I need to, don't I?
You do, I do too, and I haven't done it. I've only been doing the jumping thing. I got so caught up with that I get home and I'm like, don't have the energy to do anything else. Like, I think I'm gonna start playing that Dead Red Redemption again, but because it was like it had a zombie mode. Did you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well mine has, it's like nightmare, so I think that's probably the zombie.
Yeah, I want to try that. And my brother told me.
Red Dead though, I think I want to play it on my own time just a little bit to get used to the controls, because it was funny the first time, but you know, if I keep doing that where it's like, I don't know how to do it, people are just gonna...
You were I watched it. You were kind of horrible.
It was super horrible.
You were kind of horrible. I thought I was bad, but you made me feel better.
It was hard to concentrate and coordinate, like, my hands and, you know, think about what I was doing and talk at the same time, so I just...
Yeah, that's a lot to
play
juggle.
it till it becomes muscle memory.
Yeah.
I know what controls do what, and then stream it.
Well, are the controls opposite in Japan, though? Or were you using your console from home that you took? Did you take it with you, or did you get a different one?
Well, no, Red Dead, that's on my Japanese PS3, so...
But is the controller, like, are the X's in a different place and stuff? Or are they in different order? I never noticed that. My brother told me that they are. Like, I don't know if he was telling me the truth or not. Sometimes he knows things, sometimes he doesn't know those things that he knows. But I don't really...
PS2. No, it's the same as my PS2.
It is the same?
Yeah, they're in the same position.
I wonder where he saw it, that he said it was... He said, this must be Japanese controls. They're all upside down or some shit. They're backwards. Maybe it was like China. Maybe it was a controller made in China and made all wrong or some shit. I don't know. It had the arrows on the wrong side. It didn't even have...
Oh, yeah, it could have been some Chinese knockoff.
And the buttons were on the other side. And he was like, I don't want that.
Or it was somebody modified, like custom modified.
I hate when they do that. I have a controller like that. I think it has the arrows are on the bottom, and the top has that little revolving joystick, I guess is what it is. It's like it like rotates. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a joystick.
It was not where it was supposed to be. It was like somewhere else, and then the arrows were down below. It was like, I think the Xbox is like that or something. I don't know. I need to play that game. I need to play Fallout again, and I need to play. I don't know why. Every time I play a game, it's just the Katamari now. I'm getting hooked on the Katamari. It's just rolling everything into a ball. That's all I want to do. It's a mindless game, and I can't stop playing it. And so it's just, I feel so bad. Like, I want to play a game that uses my brain. Like, all the other games, you have to think about what you're doing and figure things out. And what do I have to do to get through this level? It's like, Katamari, like, just roll the ball. Just roll the ball. Just keep rolling the ball.
But even that, like, the whole... you were doing what was that one level with the bears and the cows, and you just kept hitting them?
I didn't see it. They were so little. How the fuck was I gonna see it was a little bear? And like, you hit it, cow.
Restart it like what 10 times because you couldn't even play for half a second. You had to go through the whole like cutscene and everything.
That was so embarrassing. And then that stupid creature moving around and talking, and I was like, I don't want to know what you're saying, dude. How do I skip you? And now I finally learned how to skip him. Like, you press start. I didn't know.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was getting aggravated because you'd go through all that and then restart and, like, boom, right away you... Oh, God, I have to do it again.
Did you see the one when I was the Yakuza and I was fighting zombies and I couldn't figure out how to shoot the gas tank or whatever? Did you see that one?
I no, I didn't see that. I saw
Oh
the
God.
regular Yakuza one.
The one I was doing was the zombie one, and
Okay.
I'm trying to fight these zombies, and they're trying to kill them and get to where I'm trying to go and all this kind of shit. And all of a sudden there was this part where it said, shoot the gas tank, and then like there was a circle and it would get smaller, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, do I shoot it when it gets smaller, or do I shoot it when it's big? Or what time do I shoot? When do I press the button? I couldn't figure it out. I must have done it like 20 times before I figured out how to do it.
Oh, God. No, I didn't see the zombie. I
It
saw
was
it when
horrible.
you play like regular mode.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
Yeah, that one too. Like that one part, you couldn't find the entrance. And here I am, like I've lived in Japan all these years, and I'm thinking, go around the side, go around the back. It's just like a real Japanese building.
I didn't know where it was. I was like, where do I go? Where do I go? I was in the front. I went next door. I was like, I had no clue it was behind in the alleyway, and you had to go up a staircase. So no one told me that.
Yeah, but the thing is, that is really how it is in Japan, and
it is.
In real life, it can be just as aggravating because you're on Google Maps and you're like, I know it's this building. Where's the entrance? Because it's like the bottom floor entrance, like in the front, will be to some other place, and you're like,
why is it
there's
not?
There's got to be some stairs or an elevator or something. And you go around and around and around the building, like, where the hell do I go in? That is what it really is like in Japan.
It is.
I was laughing. I was like, I have actually lived this moment. I'm
like, where the fuck am I? And when I finally figured it out, it was like, oh God, it was so anticlimactic. Like I was expecting it to be a grand entrance. I'm like, it's just right there.
It's right there in plain sight if you just freaking look. And it's like, but I didn't see it.
I wasn't looking for. No one told me I had to go upstairs. I thought you had to just go to the entrance. I'm thinking entrance is the front of the building, the front. Not behind in the back somewhere.
It would be some random, like, almost unnoticeable entrance with no sign.
That's some bullshit.
Arrows, so it's just like, oh, this is it? Like, you could have given me a clue.
And then that bitch didn't want to tell me anything. You would think that little bitch that was walking around with me, that little chubby lady, you think she would have told me, go in the back, or she was just following me around like a lost puppy, and she wouldn't tell me where to go. And I'm like, where the fuck do I go? And she wouldn't say anything. She was just like, are you there yet? Are you there yet? I'm like, oh my God, you're useless. And then she got bit or something. Like, she's sick. I think she's going to die. I put my money down that she's going to die because I'm trying to find medicine for her or some shit. I'm going to get there too late. She's going to be trying to kill me when I finally get back to her. I already got like in such a far... I started playing it without streaming it, so I wanted to like get better. I reset it and I played it on easy mode, not normal, because apparently I don't have normal skills. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And on easy, it was easier, but it was still fucking hard. It's still kind of hard. I'm not savvy with shit like that. But give me a ball, I'll roll that motherfucker all day.
As long as there's no cows.
As long as there's no fucking cow and no, what was the other thing?
Bear.
A bear. There was tons of little bears. They were so tiny and small. How the hell was I going to know that was a bear? I had no clue. And I'm getting that close to it. Like, I could barely get around it. I was going to hit it. I was always hitting it. God, that got me so mad.
Well, but in that game, can you, like, look at it from different camera angles?
No, I mean you can just turn your view like how you're seeing it. Like you move around the ball, you can do that number, but no, I don't think you can change your view at all. You're just always seeing it from that perspective, which makes it hard. And then the bigger the ball, the smaller the things are. So how do you know what you're getting closer to?
Yeah.
I'm stuck right now on a level where I'm trying to roll up the most dangerous things. As many dangerous things as I can find, and I'm like, what the fuck is a dangerous thing in this world? Like, what do they consider dangerous? Like, is it the octopuses? Is it like they had squids and stuff like that? So I was rolling those things up, but I had to get bigger before I could get to that point and I could pick them up. But then I'm like, I'm not getting enough danger things. and I gotta figure out what it is. I'm just end up rolling up the whole world. I'm like, the world must be a dangerous place, and I'm still I'm still not at that level. Like, there's a big circle on the side of the screen, and it gives you like a diameter that you have to reach, and it shows your circle, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I wasn't getting any danger thing, so it stayed small. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to know what's dangerous in this world? Like, are cars dangerous? I started rolling up cars and bridges and all kinds of stupid shit. So I couldn't figure that one out. I don't think I passed that one. I'm stuck right now. I have to pass something to get to the next level, and I don't know which one I need to do. So I'm just redoing all of them until I try to get a higher score. Because no matter how big I made that ball, that creature would tell me it was small. He's like, oh, it's so little, it barely fits in my hand and all this. And I'm like, oh my god, like, how much bigger do you want it, dude? That's as big as I could do in that amount of time. Like, I tried my best. I was rolling up cats and dogs and all kinds of shit. Bunnies. There were bunnies and I didn't even notice they were there. I remember you told me, you were like, how did you not see this? They were you took a screenshot. You're like, look, little bunnies were there. And you were rolling, you didn't even notice that they were there.
Yeah, pink bunnies.
They were pink bunnies. How did I not see them? I was too busy just trying to roll everything up. I didn't care what it was.
I think you were talking to yourself at that moment. You were like, trying to figure something out. And I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute, there's pink bunnies. So I took a screenshot. Like, how did you not see this?
Yeah, I was lost in the moment, or lost in emotion, or some shit. I don't know. But I do need to stream some games, something. I don't know. It was just to keep the playing games badly vibe going on. At least I'm good at one game. I'm good at Unreal. I ended up winning all of those matches that I was doing, but I was against a bunch of bots. It no longer has service, and I can't kill other people, like no other people can get on there. But for some reason, you play Street Fighter, for example, and it still has online service, even on PlayStation. And you would think it doesn't have it anymore. So it's always some stupid random little kid wants to challenge me when I was like beating up, I don't know who it was. I was playing Street Fighter or King of Fighters or one of the two. And I'm trying to just get to the next bad guy, you know, and I beat him, I beat the next, I'm going to beat this one now. And all of a sudden, you have any challenger? And I'm like, who? Who? And it was some little kid using all the cheats and killing me instantly, and it's not fighting fair. But, that's so frustrating, dude. That's so frustrating. In a way, I'm glad there's no more online service for a lot of games, but some of them still have it. Call of Duty still has it. You can still play other people online. I think Grand Theft Auto has it. You know, there's certain games that still have a service, but Unreal doesn't. And that was kind of sad because I really liked that game, and I like to kill a bunch of strange people. They were easy to kill. But now they're not there, so I can only kill myself. Or the bots that are there or whatever, I don't know. That's the only game I'm good at, and the rolling the ball thing. I really like that one. I need to stop playing that, though. I'm getting carried away with that. It's so mindless, though. It's hard not to get addicted to it, because all you start doing is, before you know it, you want to roll more stuff. And you want to roll more stuff. You just want to go faster and faster. It's like, I wish there was like a turbo thing that I could go faster, but there isn't one. Like, you can only go the speed you go. And then once you start going backwards, it seems like I'm going slower or sideways.
Nope. It's like it's one of those games, like, you get addicted because it looks so easy. It's a simple premise. Just roll stuff up into a ball.
Right.
So it's like, you look at it, you're like, well, that's easy. I can do that.
I can do
but
that.
But then you actually try, it's not easy, and then you get frustrated. You're like, well, I can do better. I can do more.
I can do it this time. This time I won't hit the bear. Yeah.
I won't hit the bear for the 20th time.
I kept saying, this is the last time, and after this time I'm gonna, and then I would do it again. I was like a bad junkie. I just could not get off of the what do you call it? I couldn't get off the dragon or whatever, because I was like, I can do it now. This is really the last time. And then I would hit a fucking cow. Oh my god. Well, tell me when you're gonna stream because I really enjoyed watching you because you were like, what button do I push? Wait a
Yep, that's
minute, wait
gonna
a
get
minute.
old real quick. I need to practice on my own so that way I can actually make progress in the game, and it's more like where do I go or what do I do
Like,
rather
you
than
didn't get as
I
far as
can't
I
shoot.
did. I was surprised I got farther than you because you didn't even get to the point where you had to race the chick on the horse. I was like, oh, when she gets to that point, I know she's gonna be better at it than me, right? Because I kept getting thrown off of the horse. I don't know what I was doing. I was pushing him too hard or trying to go faster. I'm trying to race this bitch. I want to beat her, and then the horse kept throwing me off.
Yeah, well,
You didn't get to that
it too
point.
much. It does that.
You can't kick it too many times.
I think.
How
I
do
don't
you
know.
go
Yeah,
faster?
I got it. It reared up on me once.
Oh.
I did something and it reared up on me. I was like, well, I don't want to do that again.
It just kept on throwing me off. Once I started doing that race, I don't think that you can beat her though. I think that's the trick. It's like they make you think you can beat her, and all you're doing is trying to get back to the ranch or whatever, and you're trying to beat her and get there before she does. So you're going down this pathway, and you have to go through these circles, and that's how you know where to turn and where to go. You go. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Like you go through these circles, and that shows you where your track is. But she was always way ahead of me, and every time I tried to catch up to her, the horse would throw me off. Like I was too hard on the horse or some shit. I don't know. I don't know shit about horses. It almost felt real. I was mad. I was like, why are you throwing me off again, you stupid horse? Just go. Just go. And no, he just kept on jumping up in the air and throwing me off, and then I had to get back on the horse. Oh my god. Maybe if I don't play that one, I'll probably try to play the Wanted game where you're shooting people. You know, it's just like the movie, kind of. I got stuck in a part where I couldn't get through. Like, I had to shoot the guy, but he's got a big shield, and he's hiding behind this fucking shield. It's a bulletproof shield. I can't shoot him no matter where I go. Like, I try to go in one angle, he turns around, and he puts the shield in the way. It's like, there's no way I can hit him. And there's like a little trick, but I'm not fast enough to do it, so I guess it does come down to skill level. Because that's what my brother told me. He goes, oh, you can't pass it? That sounds like you got skill level issues. I was like, fuck you. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I'll probably play something in the weekend. I know I'm going to do the bonus round jump. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. And then sometime between then or after, I'll try to play another game. I'll try for it not to be the ball that I roll up because I can't stop playing that. It's in there right now. It's waiting for me. It wants me to roll stuff up again. And I can hear it. It's calling me. Now that I know how to like skip over the weird creature when he's talking, I just can't skip over the video parts. Like when they unlock a memory of his, I guess is what it is, because he doesn't know who he is or what he did, or I don't understand the story. It makes no sense. I don't want to know about it. I just want to roll stuff up. You know? I don't want to hear about his whatever it is wrong with him. He's got amnesia or he doesn't remember. Or I don't know. I don't know what the storyline is. It makes no sense and I don't care. I just want to roll stuff up. That's so hard to do. I just sent me that meme. And the little man was like, run for your life. There's no stopping it or whatever.
Yeah.
And that little creature with his little, the no-no square. I think it is him. I think that's the same little creature that they're making fun of. Like they're doing a cosplay of him. And he's like, no, you can't touch me there. That's my no-no square.
Yeah, those guys, they, like, that one went viral, but then they became popular, and there's a whole bunch of other videos where they do, like, spin-offs of that.
Oh, really?
As well, and they're hilarious. I've followed a couple of them on TikTok. Yeah. I don't even really know, like, I don't think it's always the same game, but they play these games where, like, you can be a bunch of random characters. Is that Fortnite? I don't know. I've never played it.
I've never played Fortnite. I don't know.
Where it's like you can, it's...
Aren't you running around in that one and you're like, you have a weapon or some kind of shit? I have to play Fallout.
I mean, it's a game, but there's like a whole world where like you don't have to play the game. You could just goof around, like sort of like GTA, but
like,
you know,
free
it's
roaming.
online, so you can be with other people talking with them. So it's these group of guys. Basically, they just sometimes they're those green men, but sometimes they'll change their characters into some other crazy. But they just do weird stuff.
Just randomly. They just do like random shit.
Yeah, like they're not playing the actual game. They're just messing with each other and acting goofy.
That can be annoying sometimes because usually there are little kids that play these games. Like especially on GTA, I would get on the online mode or whatever, and I would try to like do something, but before I knew it, someone killed me. Like someone's out there just and it's a little kid because you hear them on the speaker thing on the headphones and like you know, it's like a little 5-year-old or some shit. That's why none of my videos are set for children. I don't want kids to see my videos. They annoy me. I don't want them watching my content. I don't care if I play with a yo-yo. I don't even want to play a video game when there's a little kid on there. Like I was always muting the people that were on the online thing. You could go to it, but it took forever. You had to go to a list and you'd see all the people online and go to their microphone and just mute them all separately. And then before you knew it, another kid would pop in and he'd start shooting at you or push you around or do something like to you or steal your money or take your car. I don't know. It was not fun. It was not fun when you're being harassed by a little 5-year-old. It's not fun. So sad. Only in a video game would you be harassed by a 5-year-old.
That's why I never do the online things.
There's nothing about it that's not even enjoyable when you're playing online because of that. You know, and then they all have microphones. Oh, they're all speaking. Like if they just wouldn't talk, it would be all right. I wouldn't care who it was. But you hear them, and you know who they are, and you know it's a little kid, like on Call of Duty or whatever. And it's like, no, I don't want, you know. I want to hear the gunfire. I want to hear like things around me. I don't want to hear some random little kid like screaming and laughing and, you know, cussing and thinking it's funny because he said a bad word. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try to play again. And if you play one, you let me know because I enjoy watching you play.
Alright, well I'll try to practice up a little bit. So
I didn't know. I don't know if you noticed. I'm wearing the Sailor Moon wand.
Oh, yay!
You see it? I was wearing it this whole time, and your the pink. What is this? Choker.
Oh, the ball chain.
The ball chain. Yeah, I wore it today at work. I was like all like a little badass walking around with my little ball chain and a Sailor Moon wand. You don't know about it. Don't talk about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to sign off. I've already been on here too long. And, yay! I made it. I did it. I can do it too. Thank you for watching. Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.